Hello people, it is me, Porky2007, and welcome back to another custom video. And this custom video has been a long anticipated one because I've been wanting to make these two customs in a long while, but I just didn't have the time to until now. And these two customs are the 2025 variants of Michael McDownshift and Josh over Steery. Anywho, without wasting more time, let's talk about how I made these two customs. Since the start of the 2025 NASCAR season, I've always wanted to make updated versions of Michael McDownshift and Josh over Steery, because their real life counterparts Michael McDowell and Josh Berry moved to different teams, with McDowell moving to Spire and Berry moving to Wood Brothers. So I wanted to capture that by making new customs of Michael McDownshift and Josh over Steery's real life counterparts' 2025 scheme, but there was one problem. The Pixar cars diecast, and I guess anything relating to Pixar cars, went up in price at Walmart, and the NASCAR diecast cost like $7, and I didn't feel like buying them at that price because I thought it wasn't even worth it. But later on they did fix the price, and now the diecast costs like $5. I'm like, you know what, okay, fine, I will make them. So I bought a William Byrev to use for Josh over Steery, just so I can keep the golden rims, because, well, the golden rims are supposed to go with the scheme that I have in mind for Josh over Steery, and that scheme is based off of Josh Berry's Ford Buttercraft scheme, which is my favorite scheme from him. And I also bought a Go-Go Logano for Michael McDownshift, just so it can be consistent with the previous custom of him. And the scheme that I'm gonna do for Michael McDownshift is based off of Michael McDowell's Workforce scheme, which is my favorite scheme, or actually my second favorite scheme from Michael McDowell. My personal favorite is his Gold Bowling scheme. I wanted to make that, but I thought it would be a bit too complex for me to do. And before you ask, yes, I know the William Byrev spoiler will not work for Josh over Steery, because the previous one used a Ryan Inside Laney spoiler. So to fix this problem, to make everything consistent, I used the spoiler from my Grimace Skrilton custom, and I used that for the Josh over Steery custom, and I used the William Byrev spoiler for Grimace Skrilton, and now it looks accurate to the artwork. Anywho, getting back on track, I cut off the spoiler from the diecast just so the spoiler won't get damaged when I'm sanding it, and also so I could paint the spoiler. And I also masked the windows and wheels just so when I'm sanding them they won't get damaged, and also when I'm painting them the paint won't get onto those parts. And speaking of sanding, you know what that means. Okay, getting back on track, after I sanded them, I sprayed them and the spoilers with a couple coats of primer. And after the primer dried, I actually painted them in different ways. For McDownshift, I spray painted his whole body with Rust-Oleum blue. And for Steery, I hand painted the details with a paint marker by painting the red parts and the blue lining. The blue lining on this custom is a bit different compared to the blue lining from the actual car, because the actual car had a different shade of blue. It's a lot darker, but I didn't have that color at the time, so I just used this lighter blue, which works for me. And after that, I drew the decals for them on Procreate. And I also decided to use clutch shade for Michael McDownshift because I thought it would work well with the Workforce scheme. And I decided to stick with Ford Buttercraft for Josh over Steery because, well, I mean, Ford exists in the Cars universe, so of course I stuck with Ford Buttercraft. And after that, I put the decals in Microsoft Word for me to scale them. Then I print them out, cut them out, and I put them on the diecast. And I know some of you guys might be asking, why is Michael McDownshift smiling instead of the more determined expression which was present from the previous McDownshift custom? Well, the reason why I made him smile is because the driver that he's based off of, Michael McDowell, is known for his iconic smile and his kind attitude, because he's known as the happy guy. So I wanted to capture that by making him smile instead of determined. And after all that, the customs are finally done. And now let's move on to the conclusion. So that's pretty much of how I made the 2025 variants of Michael McDownshift and Josh over Steery. And let's just say though, I really do like how these customs turn out with all the intricate details that I add on, both painted and of course the decals themselves. And also the fact that Michael McDownshift is smiling, which is a neat thing that I added to him. Makes him stand out from the other next gen diecasts that I have in my collection. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the customs themselves. If you like this video, well, leave a like. And if you want to see more of this content, subscribe. And if any of y'all are wondering on the Kevin Carvik diecast, he's almost finished. He's just missing a decal, which I need that to get printed for him to be finished. Anywho, Boulder.